What is one change that could have a ripple effect on your home and you? Welcome to GA Atelier, a place where intentional design meets mindful living. I'm Gigi Asker, and I'm here with you on this journey to explore how intentional design can shape the way we live and feel, and how to transform our living spaces into sanctuaries that reflect our unique story, personality, style, and lifestyle, and elevate our everyday experiences. Step into my atelier and let's intentionally design together. In our last episode, we talked about the temptation to live at the extremes, to do nothing for years at home and not changing anything in terms of design, or to overhaul or wanting to overhaul everything overnight. So today I want to look at it from a different perspective, to try to solve it in a different way. How can we approach that so we don't fall into these extremes? So I want to offer another way forward. What about using the domino effect? Finding the single strategic change that sets everything else in motion. So instead of changing everything at once, you focus on one intentional shift, a single domino that could transform your home design and how your entire home feels, of course. When you picture dominoes lined up, you don't knock them all over at once, obviously. You start with one, and that first tap creates the momentum. It sets off a chain reaction. And what I like about this approach is that it's almost effortless. Once you start, things just literally fall into place with minimal effort. And I think design can work the same way. When you think about it, the domino effect is a small change. Well, sometimes it could be a big one, but it's just the next step. And it has a big ripple effect. It will continue. It has that momentum. That change doesn't just solve one issue. It starts the momentum and it influences a lot of other things around it. For that to happen, of course, you have to intentionally choose the right domino. And maybe that's the place where we can get stuck a little bit. The first domino or the first move might be a big one, a full redesign of a key room, or it might be a small one, like, rethinking a layout, for example, or just maybe fixing a nagging detail that has been annoying you. But choosing the right domino helps you prioritize not just what's urgent and immediate needs, but you prioritize the important ones. Again, the ones that will have a bigger influence on your home as a whole, and of course, how you live in it. So I want to share some ideas on how to identify that domino. Look for high impact areas. Which room or space do you use most often? And is it working for you? Or if it is working for you, but because you use it so much and you want to take it to the next level, so maybe that's where you can focus. These spaces have the biggest influence on the entire home because we tend to call them that it's just a high traffic area or high use area. Notice the friction points. Where do you repeatedly feel stuck? Something that is literally blocking you from having a smoother experience in that space, the functionality of the space, something that's constantly annoying you. Those small irritations drain our energy a lot more than we realize, and they have an effect if we change them on the entire space and how we navigate it. Connect it to how you want to feel. And you've heard me say this before. Personally, this is a very important point for me. What is one change that would make this room, for example, feel great or calming or energizing, whatever feeling you want to evoke in this space? Or you can ask the opposite question. What is one thing that makes this room feel off or not make me feel the feeling that I want to have in that space? And then see what jumps at you. And that could be your domino. Naming what disturbs the experience and how you feel will point you straight to that first domino. And then a more general question is, which change would improve how I live and how I enjoy my home on a daily basis? because this has a big impact on your home and your life as a whole. So when you start from that place of intentionality, that first domino, your home design journey evolves organically. Each thoughtful change invites the next one and the next one without the pressure to solve or figure everything out all at once. And remember, sometimes the domino is a major change, like a redesign, renovation, and other times it's just a quiet but powerful refinement. Maybe it's just a restyling of the space. And if you're unsure where to begin, that's exactly what my Atelier Design Hour is designed to help you with. Together, we'll pinpoint that shift that will create the most impact for you in your home so you can prioritize your next step. You'll find the link in the show notes if you want to book a session. I hope this episode inspired you to look for that domino, that one change, big or small, that could create a ripple effect, not just in your space, but in the way you live within it. Thank you for joining my atelier. If you love this episode, please follow the podcast and leave a review. It really helps the show a lot. And I'll see you in the next episode.